record with my nigga named
Hi guys, welcome to Widra's Corner. My name is Widra. To all my returning subscribers, you know the drill, you know what's up. All the love, all the appreciation. I'm so grateful for you guys' support. Thank you. Please keep on liking, keep on sharing my videos, and please do leave comments. I really want to hear more from you guys. To everyone else who has not yet subscribed, please do subscribe if you like my vibes. In this community, we're about love and healing and growth and all things positive. So you're welcome to stay if you like it. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 7 deadly sins. I'm going to try and recall them from the tip of my head just to see how sharp my mind still is, right? So it's gluttony, envy, lust, pride, sloth, wrath, and greed. Before that, I'm going to talk about the angel number of the week. Our angel number of the week is 444, right? It applies to everyone that has been seeing the number 4 and the number 44 and the number 444, right? Before I talk about that, I'm also just going to give a special mention and shout out to Rich 98 Art. He's the one who produced the beat that I used in my intro. He is a producer. Please do check him out. He's very dope. He's on Twitter, he's on TikTok and Instagram. That's Rich98 Art, right? And then our angel number 444. I'm just gonna read it because I wrote it down. I tweeted it. You can also become a part of my Twitter community. I'm Miss underscore Widra. That's at Miss underscore WYDRA. The angel number of this week says, your angels are working overtime behind the scenes for you. It's up to you to meet them halfway and keep to your end of the deal, right? So yeah, put in the effort to whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, whatever it is that you're trying to grow, and your angels are right there with you. They're meeting you halfway. They're gonna meet you at your point of need, but you have to do something as well. You can't just sit around and manifest, sit around and pray, sit around and hope. Do those things, but also put in the work, put in the effort, and definitely you will succeed in whatever it is that you are pursuing. Yeah, let's get straight into the video. So the 7 deadly sins, like I said, our first one is going to be gluttony. This one is eating more food than you need. So like you're full, but you have the constant need to just eat, you know. Overeating. Remember, we eat food to nourish our body, right? So we don't eat to feel full or stuffed, but we eat to give ourselves a boost of energy. So when you get to a point where you're eating to stuff yourself as a form of comfort or to feel something or to, feel with FEEL and fill with FILL, to fill a void, that's when it is considered a sin. Now, instead of condemning that person, on some, yo, you eat a lot, you know what I mean? Just offer them understanding and show them a way of expressing their feelings better. Teach them how to, other ways of killing time, other ways of feeling, other ways of healing the void. Instead of trying to fill the void with food, show them how to heal the void by being more expressive, by encouraging them to pursue more their talents and any artistic interests that they might have. Moving on to our next sin number 2, sloth, which is laziness. This one is actually a fear, person is lazy to do their work because they fear they will not do it correctly, or they fear that they will not live up to whatever expectations they might have for themselves, or whatever expectations they think the society has for them, or whatever fear it is that they have. But laziness is a form of fear. So instead, again, of condemning them, help them to deal with that fear. Encourage them. You can do it. You're more than capable. It's within you. Motivate them. Do not condemn. I think throughout each and every one of these sins, I'm gonna preach do not condemn, because we've been condemned for so long. It's in our DNA. Condemnation is in our DNA. We were told that if you sin, you're bad. But I'm here to tell you today that sinning doesn't mean you're bad. It's innate in our nature, and understanding, love, guidance, and patience can heal a person from sin. That's way more than condemnation ever could do. Instead of walking around feeling guilty, you walk around feeling enlightened and light and hopeful that, you know what, I can overcome this. I can stop this laziness. I can stop this overeating. Sin number 3, pride. So being boastful. This one is the need to be seen, constantly going around talking about how good you are, how great you are, how awesome you are. Usually, it's more exaggerated than you really are. But instead of pointing out to that person that, you know what, you're exaggerating, you're being boastful, give them acceptance, accept them, encourage them, and tell them, you know what, you are good, work on this and that, otherwise you're great. Encourage them, motivate them, so they can feel seen, so they can heal that constant desire to be seen. Instead of desiring to be seen, you'll be there seeing that person. This is, of course, you offering yourself to your loved ones, to your friends, to your family. Let's be a generation that's about being there for one another, so we can heal and grow. And yeah, let's do sin number, I forgot what number it is, but it's pride. Yeah, no, we just did pride. Last is constantly wanting to sleep around, just for the sake of sleeping around. 6 is an essential part of life. It is said that human beings need, I forgot how many things it is, but 6 is in there, right? There's a need for food, there's a need for water, and there's also a need for sex, to be a normal, functional human. Those are there. So 6 is a thing that needs to happen, right? However, wanting to sleep with each and every person that you see, each and every person that looks your way, each and every person that you can imagine, that's alarming. You know what I mean? And instead of labeling that person with all those words that you can label a person, show them, because that's caused by a need to be accepted, a need to feel loved, and seen by someone else. And behind, subconsciously, the action is the desire to feel accepted. So accept that person, also teach that person about self-love and self-respect, so they don't have to save themselves for marriage per se, but they can save themselves for a person who's theirs. They're not just for everyone, but they're for a person who is theirs. You know what I mean? Then there's wrath. Wrath is destroying things when you're angry. This could be destroying through actions or destroying through words, breaking down another person's spirit, swearing at another person, cursing at another person, in the heat of the moment. Usually these things are not meant. Sometimes people even go extreme with it and they act it out, they get violent physically, and truly it's not meant. It's in the heat of the moment. You know what I mean? That's wrath. Behind that is fear. So when a person starts being angry to a point where they are acting out, just 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 ask them, what are you afraid of? You're afraid, right? What are you afraid of? Because it's usually an insecurity behind it. It's usually fear. This will also make the person aware that, okay, the person understands why I'm acting out. You know what I mean? So, like I said, instead of labeling the person as crazy or dramatic or whatever it is, understand. Be understanding. Be more patient with one another. It's very important to practice patience and understanding with one another, so we can be able to accommodate each other's different personalities, each other's different temperaments, each other's differences. We can accommodate them and live with them through understanding and patience. And our last one is greed. This is taking more than you need, right? So usually the person is seen as someone who's very successful, but truly they're just a hoarder of wealth and material things. This is usually caused by the fear of lack or by a past experience where this person lacked. So now they're in survival mode, constantly hoarding just in case, things don't work out, just in case they start lacking. They don't want to lack. You know what I mean? And again, understanding and patience with such people. I just want to see if there's something else I wrote under wrath. Not wrath, I'm sorry, under greed. There's nothing. I don't see anything. Wrath, greed. Yeah, it's under, just be understanding and just show them that there's no need to constantly be in survival mode. Just live and let go. And that's this week's video. I hope you guys learned something. This one was long overdue, and funny enough, I had so much fun with it. I think I was actually also nervous to do it, lazy to do it. Excuse me, but in the midst of it all was nervousness, which equates to fear and anxieties. But now that I've conquered my fears and anxieties, this video is finally out here, and I think it's so beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about next week, but I'm going to be here. So stay tuned, stick around, and I'll see you next week with another video. I love you so much. I love you. Thank